It's triple tank and two carries. Jinx, I think, in the long run, probably just slightly outpacing the Smolder in a team fight situation. Arky did enemy Raptors into full bot side clear, back into dive mid lane. We will see if this pans out. Arky has flash. Care needs to respond immediately with his own.
Care, when will he do it? Oh, what a great angle positioning. No chance for Care to respond on that one. Care is level 6, so now he has access to Riftlock. Unfortunately for the side of FPX, still not strong enough to feel confident in trying to walk up to something like Poppy and a Braum. So his first dragon belongs to NIP.
Half HP, half mana, and has a Doran shield and a tier. Blood does 0 damage right now. This is not a Kassadin that is going to destroy your backline.
In his power, even while, yes, he's playing Victor, a scaling champion in his own right, Kassadin will eclipse him if he allows him to do it for free. Meanwhile, FPX also taking other measures to accelerate the game. Let's start by diving this Smolder on the bottom side. Jway punts him into the wall, knock up for the Pulverize, stun from Shadow, easy clap to the side of FPX.
Really good response, and PP God just showing in the mid lane. Costs his AD carry his life there, doesn't burn flash, so Leave recognizing he was dead is probably the best way to go about this. Might have been able to flash the rocket, and so it's going to be another recall. -1 on that cannon is going to take him even longer to get to that point of having the Rod of Ages. And now FPX are in trouble bot lane.
Jway has to step up, cannot use the headbutt yet because the set fast presence was there. Now has a chance to run someone away. Q flash on the 3. Awesome gets the first reset and now is trying to rip through Leave and Aki, but this is still a Jinx without any completed items, so he's not going to get any damage down. But thankfully for FPX, they still get 1 kill. Shadow did have to reset off the dragon, but he's back on the objective.
Yeah, Keeper's Verdict actually knocked away Shadow, preventing that fight from going even worse for NIP. But FPX finding a couple of kills down on that bot side, and a play initiated by NIP, not around their fed Victor, is really starting to cost them quite heavily. As I will highlight that we've had this discussion around Arky not quite being able to flash in and steal here. There's awesome find down on the bot side. Leave not quite able to find it.
Up huge, and right now, you know, almost a 2,000 gold advantage just off of the one intervention by Aki getting that first blood for himself and the first strike gold. He has a Lich Bane. He has a second item completed. No one is even working on their second item yet with like small components here and there. But this Victor is huge.
It's Noon Quiver on Awesome, it's Aegis for Sheer, but they're not comparing to a completed Lich Bane, and I think that for Doinby, there's a criticism to be had for the build in the sense of taking down champions, because versus 3-4 tanks, why haven't we got a Leandri's on the Victor? Where is that item coming in? However, Awesome has flash.
Gotta be careful about when Aki goes in, but Awesome holds his ground. A 2v3 route until he gets a Lord Doms in his pocket, and with the Noon Quiver, I think he's building a second item, which is definitely a good call.
Yeah, he's going to need that LDR. But this is a second item and a second turret now, rather, going into Doinby, where
it's not happening. This guy is so tanky, and now Ninjas in Pyjamas is going to leverage that strength using the Rift Herald for the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. Will they look for a second charge? Aki's thinking about it, winding up. Everyone's starting to collapse here, but no one from FPX can really start up
the turret like you'll see everybody do. People actually get caught in those flame chompers, and I think that could have been an opportunity for FPX to try to cash out Aki for riding that turret into the face, in the face of a Jinx really, and underneath the turret as well. Might have seen them go for something a little bit more aggressive. An attempted steal comes through from Awesome, but not going to be successful in that venture. And Doinby now with an entire level lead from that Rod.
Oh, flash from Jway, looking for Aki, but punts him away because Aki was able to flash, but now Doinby's the target here. Keeper's Verdict doesn't punt back anyone, but Shadow doesn't have enough damage by himself on the Pantheon, trying to call on the reinforcements of everyone else. Another 2-man knockup from the Jway. Alistar. Doinby flashes over the wall. Sheer going all out, is forced to flash back and retreat. Solo kill now holding the front line here on the side, but taken down. Awesome, looking for the first reset, finds it. Aki tries to flash onto the Jinx, but he's still alive. Sheer presses forward. Shadow looks for the stun.
Doinby's down.
Leave, trying to do everything he can, but this Smolder's not online yet, and FPX have soared to the heavens as Ninjas in Pyjamas start to fall one by one. Leave holds his ground.
Go in! What are you doing?
The Q from Leave! He turns it and saves NIP's game with a Quadra!
Not online, Mark? What are you saying? Leave just pulled a Quadra kill from FPX and saves the team fight. I think that Care should have just committed to taking him down. But Leave comes out vastly on top. Was 0-1 going into this. Moves out of the fight with 4 kills. And with the Dragon going in their favor as well, NIP can rest easy that these team fights are going to be much better now. Leave came into that fight not to carry his team to a win. In that fight, he carried NIP to the win.
Yeah, I'm at a loss for words. It seems like FPX had that fight in the bag, and now it's an Otacon as the prize for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Going to try to force this fight, but they have to be careful now because Leave has that execute guaranteed on the Smolder Dway, taking so much damage for free, and no one from FPX can punch through this front line now. Sheer gets a massive Q3 knockup with the all-out, brings Aki forward, but Awesome has to hold his ground. He's got to keep his distance. Shadow behind them, but he falls and he gets burned to Leave's execute. Sheer sending it. Care trying to follow on up. Awesome gonna get the resets through. He's pointing and he's pumping damage, but he just cannot kill them all. Leave is still alive, and if you cannot get past this baby dragon, you ain't winning this fight. Leave is doing on his build at the moment. This gives NIP entirety of the map as control for their prize. 3 dragons will now be awarded to them.
The thing is, Care's going to get another level from Rod of Ages in the next minute. So he's going to be 15, looking for experience up to 16, as opposed to having to work his way all the way through 14 and 15, which is a bit of a saving grace for FPX.
Vanna right now, but he's just waiting to get that one big nuke drop onto Leave's face. FPX trying to corral around, gain vision of this Baron pit. Care still
Shadow
waiting on
needs
the
to
left
go
side
in
of
as
the
well.
shadows.
There's the channel.
Wait, I think, is he spotted on the middle? Can't tell. Shadow goes in, looks for Leave first, but no one is quite
but
near.
where's Care?
Sheer is trying to push through. Care can't get in. Shadow dies for free, essentially, and now Leave is going to be able to blast through Sheer. Care can't get into the fight. He's already left. I don't know what this Cassidy is bringing any value to the team, because the rest of FPX are dropping like flies. Ninjas in Pyjamas are wasting away the Phoenix and just burning them to ashes. Care's Cassidy gets nothing done, and it's Ninjas in Pyjamas all day as they charge into the base.
Solo kill on the Scion in the face of Awesome denies this Jinx any form of reset, and Doinby and Leave destroy FPX in the fight. It's 1-1, 28 minutes in, the snowball came through, the late game was online, and NIP took no back.
Care is now flashing in, but it is too late, friend, and NIP have done away with Care's Cassidy. The fear of that pick never came through. Ninjas in Pyjamas dissuaded, they diminished it, and they put it to rest. As now FPX are trying to do everything they can to defend the remnants of their base. As NIP are starting to drop low. Awesome, no way that he can find a massive reset here, right? Awesome, the Chaos Storm from Doinby's Victor will put it to rest. And Ninjas in Pyjamas equalize the series 1-1.
Yeah, and I mean, for NIP, a great game to put back under their belts.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.